guys, your senior rabbitier here. I'm going to show you guys how to do showmanship. First things first, all my stuff. I've got my apron on, gloves, tube socks, the actual gloves. Anything's good as long as your fingers are showing. No jewelry, nothing. Hair tied back, girls. And then of course, got my trusty little rabbit and a mat to show on. This is just going to set up really nice and easily. And Kudos will be helping us too. Okay, when we approach the table, we're going to do what we call a football hold to carry our rabbit. So, the feet will be positioned on your glove, just like that. And then the head will be under your armpit. Now, we're back like that, because then he can still see everything. What we're going to do is we're going to fold our arm over. So all you can see is his nose back there. His feet are all supported, hands there. One hand on there, or I can have it doing everything else I need to. I'll approach, place the rabbit down, and then we'll go on to posing. When posing our rabbits, we're pretty much going to make them into a ball. So we'll have them nice and set up on our little mat here. What we're going to do is we're going to put their feet under them, just like so, nice and aligned underneath them. It'll be just simple. The front and the back will be in alignment on each side, and we're going to push them together. Just like that. Now at first your rabbit will probably be stretched out and he won't want to curl up, but what our end result wants to be after a few practices is a nice little ball, just like that. Probably a little bit more there. Nice and round. We don't want it to fall flat like that. We want it a nice roundness, just like that. Feet aligned. Nice little ball. And just like that. Once we've got our rabbits nice and posed in a little ball, the first thing we're going to do is wait until the judge lets us go. Now this could be an actual thing that says go, it could be a nod, anything the judge chooses. And the first thing we're going to start off with in our nice little posed rabbit is the ears. We're going to be checking for ear mites, the proper tattoo, torn or missing portions of the ear, anything that makes an ear look not a pretty ear. Gonna just put finger inside, go in, look inside, look for any ear mites, anything black. Let's check. Pull out the ears a little bit, and then we're going to be looking to see that these ears right here are aligned at the top here, just so that they're a nice straight little line like Kudos has. So after we post our rabbits and check the ears, the next thing we're going to do is flip them over. So we're going to turn them towards us, just like this, and what we're going to do with that is our hand, whichever hand we're going to flip them over and hold them with, is going to go on their head just like this. One finger on their forehead, one finger on each side, and that will be keep holding them pretty much the entire time you're showing. And the other hand's going to be back here at their butt. You're just going to roll them back, supporting them on this side with your arm. And when they finish, they'll just be straight on their spine. This arm here that you're holding them with, they'll be leaning against that for support. And that's how you're going to have them flipped over until you flip them back over. See, at any point of this, your rabbit starts freaking out. You can't get that hold. What you're going to want to do then is just let them go. You can re-pose them, turn them around, and flip them over all again. But if it starts flipping out, just like you did there, let him go. It's best just to do that instead of fighting him, and it'll get you better results. Once you have your rabbit flipped over, the first thing you're going to be checking is the teeth. So you'll just have your rabbit flipped over in the position, not like this. It'll be in the same way you stopped. And you'll have two fingers. One will go on their chin and lift that down, and one will go up there. And just lift them up and just check them just like that for a few seconds, and then just let them go. Just take the two fingers at their mouth, one on the chin, one at above. Just pull apart and look. Now this, you're checking for tooth defects such as malocclusion or simple malocclusion, broken or missing teeth. Anything that doesn't have the big teeth on top over the little teeth on bottom if they're broken or chipped or anything else. Okay, next is the eyes. What you're going to do is going to take these two fingers again, just like you did with the teeth, and the rabbit is going to close its eyes whenever you go near it, and so you'll have to expect that. And what you're going to do is very carefully take those two fingers and very, very carefully pull it apart, the eye apart, because you don't want to hurt your rabbit. You just do that on both sides, just very carefully, and then you're done. When looking at the eyes, we're looking for blindness, abnormalities, anything like moon eye or wall eyes, unmatched eyes, which your rabbit's eyes, since they're all Californian, should be red. Spots or specks, off color, abnormal discharge, which means that there might be some kind of gunk coming out here. Marbling, if your rabbit's eye is cloudy, that can be that, or it can be blindness. And he may ask you this, most likely afterwards, or with the new judge, he might ask you during it. It all depends on who's asking, but those are what you'll be looking for. Next, you'll be checking the nose. So just carefully, up to each side of the nostril, looking in. You'll be looking for any sign of a cold. So same as discharge out of the eye, you might have discharge out of the nose. Pretty much like if you had a runny nose, your rabbit can get that too. Next are the nails. What you're going to be doing is going to be checking each paw's nails, and all you're going to do is take your thumb, put it at the edge of one paw, and make a quick circling motion over each of the nails. Really quick. With each time you do this, it'll get easier. And it should only take like a few seconds, and then you're done. Just move it from one edge and go all the way around really quick. You should be able to feel each of the claws when you do this. Next, we're going to be checking the legs. Now, some rabbits, they will freak out, so you need to be ready and have a good hold on them. Make sure they're calm if you don't like it. You'll take the 2 fingers again, put it at the base right here where you feel this little elbow, kind of like where your armpit is, and you'll just put those 2 fingers right around that and carefully bring up. Now, with this, you're looking for straightness, making sure that these legs are nice and straight. You do that very carefully and slowly, a little quicker as you get practice. And make sure you get it nice and all the way up from the little thing down there all the way to the toe. The next part, you'll put your hand in a C on your rabbit's stomach, and then just bring it down, all the way down, bring it over the legs, keeping it on nice and careful all the way to the toes, and that's how you check the legs. Moving on to the stomach, you'll be checking for abscesses, tumors, or abnormalities, even a tear. Just check around looking for lumps, patting, maybe a little quick rub circle, and then the sex using your 2 fingers. Just pulling apart and checking for male or female. The judge will probably ask you that. Once you check the stomach and sex, it'll be time to turn your rabbit back over. So just put your hand back on their butt, just like that, and flip. Then you'll have to repose, just putting him back in the same position from the beginning. That nice little ball, feet on alignment. Nice and good. When it comes to the tail, we're going to be checking to see if it's permanently set on either side, permanently out of line, screw tail, or bobtail. They're all disqualifiers. So what we're going to do is just take the 2 fingers again, which we've used pretty much throughout the whole thing, just pop up. After the tail, you'll be checking the fur. Just run your hand right over, back, over again, and just leave it that. And what you're going to do next is you're going to blow. Just from one end to the other, put your hand back over. And the fur one more time. What we're looking for here is checking for proper color, no spots, no frost or gray. Since they're supposed to be white with black, that's what we'll have. And when we blow, check and make sure the perfect pattern, checking that color again. And then all we gotta do is pose them again, nice and set up. They'll have moved probably whenever you've done the fur and the tail. Nice and sit up. Once you've had a little bit more practice with your showmanship rabbit, they'll get a better ball. Just like that. And hands at the side. Hopefully your rabbit will stay there. If they don't, hand on the eyes and wait for the judge to ask you questions or tell you that you're done. Once you finish showing your rabbit, your judge may ask you some questions. This may be, what breed is your rabbit, which for most of you will be the Californian, the white fur with the black accents. Is it a male or female? How old is he or she? Name a breed other than your own. Polish, Angora, English Slop, Satin, all of those are different breeds that you can use. How often do you feed it? How often do you clean the cage? What is ARBA? ARBA, American Rabbit Breeders Association. This has been asked before. You might not be asked to do the 4-H model or pledge. That was 1 year. Of course, that was 1 year. You might not have to do that, but most of you should know that. You may be asked to do it. You may be asked, where is the neck, the ear, the shoulder, all the different parts of the rabbit. Okay, now what you might also be asked about is your rabbit's shape. This is semi-arch, full arch, compact, commercial, cylindrical. Now what they're talking about here is talking about this right here. This is your rabbit shape. Long, round. You just need to know the 5. Another big thing you may be asked that you need to memorize is the rabbit's fur types. Now there are 4 different types. There's normal, Angora, Rex, and Satin. All these things you should know, along with the body types. You should know how to tell the sex, know what your rabbit is that you're using showmanship for. If you have to switch rabbits suddenly, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know what breed, some other breeds, and then pretty much just remember the steps. A few things to remember while you're showing. You need to keep calm the entire time. If your rabbit freaks out and flips over while you have flipped over and runs across the table, you need to keep calm. Get it, pet it, flip it back over. Just keep continuing and keep calm. One thing, after you've done your questions, when you're doing your questions, you need to keep eye contact. These eyes need to connect with the judge's eyes. Not freaking psycho eyes, not little squinty eyes. You gotta keep the eyes nice. Focused. Make him know that you mean business. Eye contact, eye contact. I'm emphasizing this for a reason. And smile. Not psycho smile like ah or guys, not gonna work. Girls, frown's not gonna work either. No pouting, no straight line. I'm bored. I don't want to be here. Smile. Not or Smile. Eye contact. Important. Whatever metaphorical point system he's doing, eye contact, smiling, calmness. It all matters. This isn't about your rabbit. Your rabbit can jump off the table and run away. As long as you catch it, you keep calm, and you keep going. That's what matters. This is all about you. Showmanship is the person doing the show, not the rabbit. If he switches and makes us switch rabbits, you get the wildest rabbit in the bunch, and it doesn't matter. It's all about whether you can control the rabbit and keep calm. Make sure, girls, you have your hair tied back, gloves on. You'll have a nice clean shirt, crisp, button up, doesn't matter, short, long. Make sure you have an apron on. This will be important for showmanship. When you're going to get scratches while you're practicing this, trust me, I've gotten a few right here just while I'm doing this and my rabbit's running away. One thing you got to do is keep calm. You just got to remember that. Smile, eye contact, calm. Remember the steps. Make sure you practice this. Don't do it so much that your rabbit just flops over dead every time and like bleh. Do it just enough so that you know it. Make sure you can do this without the rabbit, you can do this with the rabbit, you can do this in school in math class when you're all bored and just be like, flip, eye, teeth, nose. What are you doing? No, I'm just practicing showmanship. You know I'm joking here, but I actually mean that this needs to be practiced and this is important. Thank you for listening. Practice. Good luck. Stomach for abscesses to the Next, you'll be checking the stomach for abscesses. Once you've checked the stomach and the... Oh, I'm bleeding. No. Okay, a few things to remember. Once you're done! Once you finish showing your rabbit, you... I can't do it. Once you finish your showmanship and showing, you're... There. Oh. Oh.